So I guess what happened in 1929, the city father said, hey, we don't want all of these people living all over everywhere. So what we're going to do is we're going to reconstitute an area and force this segregation in a certain area. And this area was referred to as East Austin. You know, in most places you would say these people just gravitated to an area. But in this particular instance, they were intentional about it because they made an ordinance that said African Americans had to live here in East Austin. The gentrification was like a gold rush, okay? We can't build in West Austin anymore because we built out. So the only real areas that we could really move into were East Austin. We understand that. But it's the impact and the way that it came in like a juggernaut. It was just like a wave. All of a sudden you look up, your neighbor's gone. All of a sudden you look up, the historical things that did exist were there. In 1980, there were a group of us that felt we wanted to bring back the glory days, bring back the economic prosperity of the 11th Street corridor at that time. We, had plans at what the 11th Street corridor would look like if we put in new buildings, if we redirected the street, and if we were able to bring all kind of businesses back, if we could beautify the area. And we got to the Planning Commission and thought we, had a good project. We were looking at the future. That was back in 1980. But because of community opposition, concern, etc., the plan never did make it really out of the Planning Commission up to the City Council. The name of the redevelopment plan that we did back then was called the Robertson Hill Redevelopment Plan. Had we been able to implement and make possible the Robertson Hill plan, that would have added a lot to the stabilization of gentrification in East Austin. We want to continue to remember East Austin, but there are still parts here in East Austin where development is needed and opportunities are available for a lot. As my father would say, you can be so far out front in your vision that people can mistake you for the enemy. And in this particular instance, we were almost 30 years out with our vision. This community did mean a lot and has a lot of history, and it needs to be recognized. And we just can't come in and gentrify to an extent that we wipe away all that was, because all that was good. All that was history. All that was had significance.